Hello. Uh, Cheyenne actually will be here in a minute, but yes. Hello. Hi. Yay, I'm glad you are here. Also, I know Sasha will probably not see this, but thank you so much. I'm looking so much forward for you to be here. Hi, Captain. Um, how are you? Everything's going great right now. This is just so awkward being here on my own. We're doing this thing. So yeah, things happened. Cheyenne is able to be here, but she's not. She's doing some things, because we're doing TikTok now because apparently Instagram is dead and YouTube is not the place to be. So we're doing TikTok things, and she's doing some TikTok things. So hi, Jess. Hello. Wonderful. Excellent. So uh, what are we all working on today? I recorded a video earlier this week, and I'm really not excited to be editing because editing sucks. I've already been working on it for an hour, and I only have 3 minutes and 16 seconds done out of 20 minutes. So I'm not looking forward to this. Glad I have the live show though, because that way it makes me actually sit down and be productive. I will have to when she jumps in. I'll have to highlight this again because yes. Also, she's gonna yell at me again because I still have not watched thing. Hello, cool gamer. You missed a week or two. Like we were missing you. Hi. Yeah, but Ivan Ooze. Yes. She's gonna she's gonna yell at me again. Also, she's been yelling at me to watch Knives Out, so I'm like, you get one or the other. I can't. I'm not doing both immediately. Although Knives Out has absolutely been on my my list of things to watch. I just haven't. Working on finishing chapter 7. Have had a very long emotional scene ahead of me. Yeah, so yeah, it just take it slow, enjoy all the emotions that you should be putting yourself through when you actually write those kind of scenes. Be kind to yourself. Get some tea. Get your favorite beverage. Something. Um, yeah. Where is she? My God. She's like, I'll be done in a minute. It's been 3. Yeah, I know. And there's gonna be Knives Out. Well, not Knives Out 2, but the um the heir to Knives Out is coming out, and it looks really good. So that's going to be higher on my priority list than Power Rangers, I think. I was gonna say, actually, there's a lot of things that are higher on my priority list because I still have not seen Thor: Love and Thunder. Because yeah, it's been a little bit of a stressful week over here. Want to watch Knives Out with my mom. Reminds me of the Clue movie. Yeah, and that's another reason why I haven't watched it, because my husband's like, oh, we should watch Knives Out together. Because, like, yeah, that's the thing that we should do as a married couple is, like, watch movies together and stuff. Oh, thank you. So are you. I wish you would, like, stick around and, like, talk to us more, because know nothing about you. Miss you all the time. So, yeah. She's not she's not in about 5 more minutes. Eh, yeah, we'll call it 5 because we usually get in at about 5 minutes anyway, or sorry, 10 minutes anyway. And yeah, I just don't want to edit my video. So, dude, I actually don't even know when the last time I made an actual video was. Probably 6 months ago. Well, thank you a lot. That does mean a lot because there are very few of us here, so uh, just we like to keep our family together. And now, Cheyenne, get your butt over here, my God. But she is supposed to be finishing up her I think chap no, she's gonna finish up her prologue today, and then she'll get to her actual chapter 1 because she decided a few weeks back that she needed to write a prologue even though she hates them. So very excited for her for that. And yeah, hopefully hopefully she'll finish that and I'll get chapter 1 fairly soon after, and we can do editing things. That'll be fun, especially for me because I like giving feedback. I like having the feedback. The feedback is always the best part of writing for me, as strange as that sounds. So yeah, hopefully do that. I have been trying to take feedback and edit, but it looks like my story is going to need a complete overhaul in some respects. So that's yes. Yes.
I love
Shut up. We are wait, Captain has a thing to say.
Okay.
Family. Because we are a little family.
We are a little family. That's
Oh,
cute.
huh?
I said that's cute.
Yes, also, because I said that you were on your way.
Yeah.
So
Oh, who will spread the gospel of Ivanhoos? Speaking of, actually, I just posted a TikTok of clips from the first conversation that we actually had about Ivanhoos, which was your birthday live stream.
what?
Yeah, you should go watch it. I think you can actually. Hi, Jess. I think you can bring it up on like your browser so that you can share it.
Hold the phone.
There were some other things that we had brought in because, like, you had said you didn't like Barney, and I got really upset. And also, Kinky's 3PO was mentioned.
What?
Let's be real. Most of the real ridiculous things was what I had said.
Yeah.
But
I don't remember things.
I didn't remember them either.
Sorry, I'm like I have to log in on my freaking.
Yeah. Same.
Anyway, so are you going to be working on your prologue / first chapter?
Yeah.
Good. All right.
I hate it, but yes, I will. I will be.
Did you at me?
Yes.
Okay. Comments.
I had to think about it.
Mentions. I'm. All right. That is not you. This is not you. Why? Stop. Why is this so much more difficult than the app?
Yeah, I know. I hate the desktop, but you can't really share your phone screen. Hi, kitty.
So, Jess, I have an internal brain clock now to make sure that I wake up before 12 p.m. every Saturday. Well, thank you. I don't know where it went, but I guess I'm just gonna go to your page, maybe.
Sorry.
This is so complicated.
I know. I'm sorry.
Is it Stitch this?
It says community guidelines violation.
How dare. Well then. What happened? Do we objectify Ivan Ooze too much?
Our community guides apply to everyone and shared on TikTok. Submit an appeal if you believe your content is restricted. It just says it says community guidelines. I'm submitting the appeal. Do I still have it on my phone though? Like, I do. Here, I just sent it to you on Facebook. It's loading.
Okay, well, I am not going to load up Facebook. I'm sorry. I guess you're just going to have to go find Cheyenne on TikTok. Ooh.
Well, it's not posted, so you can't.
Oh, I know, but for your other stuff.
Oh yeah, there's that.
Because I'm sorry, I'm not pulling up my Facebook. I'm I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it.
See, it's taking forever to load.
TikTok is not a platform to promote the gospel of Ivan Ooze. TikTok can't handle the awesomeness of Ivan Ooze.
Look,
I mean,
any Ivan Ooze loves, like, just, it's apparently against community guidelines. It's probably just mad because I use the fucking clips of my computer and then I blurred out things because I have like work stuff or whatever. And it's probably like, you're showing.
no, no, I know exactly because it just popped up here. Because you're promoting cross-platform. It says specifically YouTube. That's why. That's community guidelines violation. That's why. If you put YTube or if you put the little YouTube icon, that's different.
I didn't know that. I spent so much fucking time on that damn I will do it again.
Okay.
Next week. The week after next, whatever. That's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just like, oh, there's your answer.
How did you know it said? Oh, because you saw my
Because it came up on Facebook, but yeah. Okay.
My God.
All right. Well, are we ready to dive in?
No.
Or do you need a minute? Okay.
I need a minute.
I'm gonna need several. The cat may or may not make an appearance today. She has been everywhere. I went to the bathroom and closed the door, and she was not just waiting for me like outside. She was flush up against the door, like waiting for me. I'm like, my God.
This is the current screen grab of my computer. So
me disgusted, yes.
Me just like, I know what I said. I think we were talking about Barney, actually.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, social media platforms get really butthurt about mentioning others. Yeah, but TikTok specifically, like,
it auto bans.
Yeah.
I'm probably shadow banned now and like fucking fuck.
Sorry. This is why TikTok, more than any other social media platform, has like code names for what they do.
I knew like the killing one, unaliving instead of killing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I knew that one.
Unaliving, schmecks, any other word for schmexual parts.
Schmatzis,
yes. Yeah, all of that. Like, honestly, even some really like innocuous words, like, honestly, like the Black community, they can't really necessarily say that all the time. Fucking sex.
I need a drink.
Why don't we start and then you can go get a drink?
Okay. Start your fuck's sakes. I'm so annoyed.
Okay. Well, this seems to be the whoa. Hello. This seems to be the mood of the hour. So, enjoy, and we'll see you on the other side of 25.
hate that story. I never liked cats, you know that.
All right, welcome back. There we go.
I'm
I
editing
got
a new video
Ah,
because fuck
really?
it. I'm mad about it. Okay.
Oh shoot, I didn't say we were live. Oh my goodness. Quote tweet. Kat is here, but she doesn't want to be on camera. She's decided, no, I'm going to sleep on my little scratch pad. So, did you redo the whole thing?
Yes, I did. I'm doing it out of spite.
Okay.
I live
So,
for spite.
How did we all do? I'm now at 7 minutes and 21 seconds. I've edited out 3 minutes of ums and awkward pauses.
I'm almost done this damn thing. Right now, I'm yelling at you about insulting Barney in the House of Cheyenne.
I see. 235, lol, my brother came in for a minute to talk about a fanfic he was reading. Did the usual nothing, but did have some more silly Twitter thread things. Ooh, interesting.
I love your Twitter thread things.
I shall have to go. Oh, wrong things. I'll have to go and venture forth. Trying to figure out the next. Okay, I think I found one. It's a Homework and Sunset. Oh. Did you hear her?
I did.
Yes, baby.
All right, hold on.
Not posted them yet. 277 before I had to eat. Awesome. Better than nothing. So yeah. I don't know how y'all are feeling, but because I do need to get through this, so I think I'm gonna try to get 25 on, 5 off, 25 on, 5 off as much as possible. Yeah, she's here. We can Hi baby. Hello. You're very I can't get you in the middle. There we go. Wow. Yes. She's very she's very chatty all the time. Yes, baby. I'm not going to go outside. You can go. You can go. You can go play with your toy that's probably going to go off pretty soon. She is. I love her. I love her so much. Yep. Chatty catty. Like, I know that there's not really a whole lot of information about, like, the breed of your cat, particularly. You can't tell anything by their shape or their coloration or anything like that. But, we used to have a cat that we thought was Abyssinian cat, and they had apparently Abyssinian breeds have a particular like dark spot on their head that is very much like that. And the other marker of the breed is that they're very vocal. I'm like, oh no, I got another Abyssinian. Luckily, she isn't like this all the time. Thankfully, she only when she actually wants something, and then she will scream to the high heavens, like I've never fed her in her life. So, we'll hang out for another minute, and then, yeah, pretty much. Just varying degrees of how mischievous they are between breeds. Yeah, I know that they're like because you can do like the genetic test for your dogs. Apparently, there are a couple companies that are trying to do that with cats, and they're trying to map out the gene for cats, which I think is kind of cool because like we're just starting this or whatever. I'm not paying like $120 just to find out what breed of cat I have. But it's interesting regardless because like they also do the gene for particular illnesses and whatnot. Same thing before they do with dogs, but I find it interesting and fun. I'm just not willing to pay that much for my cat. Cheyenne. Can I start the sprint? Ah, fine. My goodness. Meow. Am I gonna have to go on your TikTok?
It's loading.
Loading? Okay.
So important.
Oh my god, you.
I'm so angry at TikTok for taking my video down. And now I've been doing this entire time. It took me fucking half a fucking hour. Jesus. Ah. It's at 95%.
Well, I guess we will stop that share screen so that I can share screen for the other one.
It worked.
Well, it worked? Okay. Well, let me reload.
Fucking trying to stop me. Just fucking, I'm a Scorpio. Jesus.
You are. Which one is it?
It's my most recent video.
It says Stitch This 14. What, your story? No. I'm reloading it a couple times.
Now I'm looking. Did I only make it viewable to my... No, I didn't make it viewable to myself. I made it viewable to everyone. It should be there now.
Reload. Ah, there we are. Okay. Hold on. We shall give it the full attention.
You know lots about us. Yeah, because we keep blabbering on. Listen, I think I'm fascinated with Kinky Secret Trio. There are some writers who do get, like, they put out their paragraphs, which I didn't find was nice. Barney, shut your whore mouth. Barney was my fucking childhood. Yeah, my precious Edna. Barney was the best. There are certainly no classes. Barney is wonderful. Yeah, I've been waiting to down the trash. Barney is forever. You stole my soul party in the house of Cheyenne. How dare? How? I am so sorry. I cannot say this book. Yeah. I don't know anything about this.
So, there we are.
I thought I'd give some highlights. No. I wonder where my niece like fucking gets that, because she says no the same way. So I say no when I'm drunk the same way that my 2-year-old niece says no.
Oh my god. I love the glare. It had a lot of alcohol.
We did. I was gonna go through the rest of the videos, but I was like, actually, the most unhinged that I've been on this channel is probably from your birthday one. So I was like, I'll just go to that one. I'm sure that we have like actual good, like talking about writing clips. I'm sure that we do, but that's not funny.
No, it's not, and it doesn't grab viewers. But
No.
we're still gonna just do that. No, this one. Thank you. The memories.
Items, you can throw them in the trash.
My god.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Now that I've spent our first sprint fixing that.
Yeah.
I'll do actual
I still
work now.
have a total of 17 minutes and 34 seconds.
Get your shit together, my man.
Hey, look, this is a writing video, and it takes a lot of editing because I say the thing like 5 different times, and then I have to cut it all out because I say it right one time.
Memes. That is what
Yeah.
gathers the views.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it does.
if I am anything, it is a meme, a walking, talking dramatic meme. So
You know, that's my husband though.
your husband is the collector of memes. I wouldn't say he is
Yes.
a meme. He's a collector of memes, which is why your husband and I are friends.
Yeah, he collected you.
He collected me as well. He's like, "Oh, you made a new friend. Oh, she's a walking meme. Mine now." Actually, I haven't gotten a meme from him in a few days.
Well, he's been super busy. His boss is out with COVID, so he's like doing double duty.
Doesn't have meme
So,
time.
No,
I'm
no meme
always
time.
in meme time. See, that's the difference. I am.
He's an old man. He gets exhausted.
We came to the conclusion the other day that I really like writing young men who act like old men,
Yes.
and dress like old men. Like,
Yes.
there is, I think, only one character that I have that's not, and it's the main one that doesn't act like an old man, and that's because he thinks he's the chosen one. I mean, to be fair, a lot of old men also think they're like the chosen one, but we live in a patriarchy. All right, let's get going so I can write this damn fucking prologue, and it's
All
bullshit,
right.
and I'm fucking mad about it. I'm
Yeah.
full of rage today.
Yeah, you are. Just channel the rage.
Yes, I write 5 Hargreaves. That is exactly it. They're usually like the softer, like grandpa or dad, like kind of old man, less like the next person who says this is going to get a foot up the ass, like less like that, but more the old man. But yes. Yes.
All right.
Let's go.
Here we go. 25 minutes. See you there.
I'm only one step. the head of heartbreak, one step the head of misery. One step is all I have to take. That was to be the same old fool for you I used to be. I'm only only
初めて見かけた時捕まったみたいあなたのバイブレーション断りもなく忍び込んでくる
Hi.
I finished my trash draft with the prologue.
Yes.
Um,
Hello and hello. So glad that you are here. Fellow sports anime fan. Excellent. Wonderful. Well,
mentioned it in Sasha's live yesterday. Which is
okay.
lovely. If anybody needs extra sprints, Sasha's agree. Excuse me as I yawn. Sorry. I gotta see how many words I did.
Sasha's lives are excellent.
I don't want to voice type. That's the last thing.
That's good. I am now at 10 minutes. Got 3 more minutes done. And I might just cut out a lot of this 5-paragraph closing argument, thing that I'm doing right now. But we'll see.
Oh.
Thank you. My sprints are always a lot of whatevers. And that's what makes them great. So you just sit around and hang out for a few hours. Yes, I 100% agree.
I wrote 613 words.
Hey.
Hey. I know that you have mentioned before that one of my issues was with my main character was that he has no like real motivation, other than him being a pretentious white man.
Yes. I mean that is a problem.
Yes. But we gave him a brother and whatnot, and I put Talion in the prologue.
Excellent.
And the idea I always had was that Thierry would find the prophecy by falling through the ice, right? But he ends up falling through the ice because Talion was going to, and he pushes his brother out of the way and he falls in instead. So trying to show his love for his brother right off, even though it's a fucking prologue and I fucking hate prologues.
It's almost like they're useful.
I didn't say they weren't useful. I said they're not done well most of the time. And they're also usually unnecessary most of the time. And I'm still only 90% sure this is necessary.
It's necessary. If you are in the 90 percentile of sure, it's necessary. Anyway, 165 words. Elias's mom is about to tell him about her wife.
Yay!
Yes.
We love it. Yay!
Ella and sprints can roundly go from topic to topic. Yes. But I'm using your sprints to edit. Yay! Excellent. It's pretty good. I do love prologues. I have prologues. No, I'm not on all of my things because Furs does not have a prologue. But it's more that we've had this, cut the prologue. Nobody reads it. I am actually upset.
On Twitter forever ago, like a long time ago. It has a repeating. It had come up, and we had I had brought it up about how people were talking about the discourse or whatever on it, and you were like, "That's ridiculous," and I was like, "Listen." I don't read them, Sasha.
See?
I don't read I skip them. To be perfectly honest, I skip them. If I'm missing something, if I feel like I'm missing something, I will go back and read it. I always skip them, unless it's Yumi's, in which case.
Read the prologue.
Captain, I know that I'm probably in the not the majority of the people who skip the prologue, but I'm just like, this is all useless information. And if I'm anything, it's, efficient.
Yes. A little bit.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? I don't like prologues.
I know.
And I came to the realization that I needed a prologue on my own. You said nothing.
No, I said nothing. And for that, I am happy. I'm still I'm still gonna be
That
like,
smug son of a bitch.
hmm.
You're still a smug son of a bitch. I got
353
this.
words and dialogue of playful banter of making sass. That is
Yes.
a really, really pretty.
Right? And then it opens like it's this way. Isn't that weird? I didn't know it did that when I got it.
Jess,
So,
I like prologues when they make me go, oh, that's interesting. I want to know more. Sort of like the first hook, yeah.
you know what you can do with that? Usually in the first chapter.
Except when things happen in large spans of time that don't correlate.
If they read the fucking series beforehand, they know. Because this is a prequel.
Mm-hmm. But it's necessary. And it's good action. It's on page, in scene.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, I do believe that a lot of prologues are written like first chapters, and it's like this is not what a prologue is supposed to be.
Like if the
Yeah.
prologue isn't 50 pages long, I will read it. But if a prologue is fucking 100 damn pages, why is this not just a chapter? How
Mhm.
much of this information was actually necessary for me to know prior, and why could this not be scenes in a book, in the actual book? My prologue is 2 pages and a little bit.
Which I'm probably going to tell you to
Expand on. I know, but like I don't want it to be more than a few pages. Like I don't need 100 pages.
You don't need 100 pages. You don't need 50 pages. But if it needs 10 pages, you give it 10 pages.
Hate it.
I think Darkest Sun is 15.
I still haven't read it because
Yes,
I didn't read Darkest Suns anything. Oh wait, no, I did read the prologue.
yeah, I'm
You're
like,
right.
excuse
I
you.
did read the prologue. I'm like, wait a minute. No, I did. No, I did. I did read the prologue because if you have too many projects that you're currently doing
Mhm.
in general, and then also for me, if I
Mhm.
start reading Darkest Sun,
Mhm.
that will be the only thing that I want.
Mhm.
And right now, I want a scene that you say doesn't exist. So
No. Not yet.
I asked Yumi. I think this is funny, so I'm gonna share it. I asked Yumi for a scene of this character telling another character of hers in the book that they love her, right? Like the first time that he says, "I love you" to her, and she starts to go off with some excuses. Is like, "Hey, like here's the thing," because this is book like 5 or some shit that this is supposed to happen. And I interrupt her and I'm like, I'm going to stop you right there because I don't care. I want this now. She has no idea how this is going to happen. She has no idea how this scene even comes to pass. She's not even sure if the scene actually happens. I don't care. I want it.
Yes. Druid Plows at the end. Like, I know how it's before in the book, but how do you write it once your story is finished?
I guess you would see if the like if it needs something, if it's missing something, if your beta readers or whatever are like, I'm a little confused about this portion of the process. I'm doing it now prior to finishing because I know that if somebody was going into this without reading the first series, that they're not going to know about the prophecy. They're not going to know why Tyri is being such a dick.
And that's the thing, is that even in your series, we don't ever get it in scene. So even if they did read the series and then they're actually going to they're going to be invested in this character, and then they're going to actually get to see it in scene. For me, if I'm a structure person, so like a lot of my prologues I know are attached to the story and has a good amount of information that I need, but doesn't have necessarily a place within the storyline itself or the narrative that I'm saying. It's usually a character that's either going to have little significance or there's a huge time gap. With what we were talking about with Darkest Sun, the characters live hundreds and hundreds of years, so the thing that happens in the prologue is when he's 9 years old, and then we skip 375 years. I could make that the first chapter, but that time-wise, it doesn't make sense because we're giving him a problem and a trauma when he's 9 years old that has repercussions in the main storyline when he's 375 or something to that effect. So
I'm
like
looking to see if my favorite books have prologues.
there's also another structure thing is with like the Six of Crows series where
No
I can't remember
spoilers?
if it's
No spoilers.
no spoilers, but I mean,
Okay.
here's the thing is that I'm going to talk about the structure, not the actual events themselves, but what happens in the prologue, actually this happens in Game of Thrones sort of as well with the prologue, is that something happens that's isolated and it explains part of the world that's going to have greater impact later on, and it needs to be established. But is the events here are sort of disconnected from the actual main plot and the characters of the storyline. So that's to me where prologues are necessary.
I'm really fucking angry right now
Why?
because I have a book of my favorite books, or a book of
Mhm.
my favorite books. I have a shelf of my favorite books, right?
Mhm.
Of the ones that I keep. Truly Devious has a prologue.
Yes.
The Bone Witch has a prologue. Ninth House, The Book of Night, Cruel Prince, all have prologues.
Hmm.
I'm so annoyed.
Hmm.
I'm so angry. That's so annoying.
Yeah, a lot of it ends up being an origin point. But again, not something that
Just,
what?
I just hit my knee on my desk.
Are you okay?
I'm good. I was more like it hurt, but it was funny because it hurt, so I laughed. I'm like, oh, you're on live. Anyway, yeah, this is an origin point for Terry too. So
Yeah. So it
and like
it is, and it's not, and it's something when you want to put it in scene, and you don't want it to be just somebody, or if
talking
it's
about it.
important enough to be put in scene, and you don't want someone to just, flashback or say it in dialogue or some sort of exposition. You don't want that.
Yeah, the only way I could have done it otherwise would have been a flashback.
Mhm.
And there's one thing I hate more than prologues, and it is unnecessary flashbacks. Come on, NASA.
Just says the prologue to my book is a detective MC walking into a crime scene and meeting the MC as a little girl. Then chapter 1 goes to MC as an adult. Yeah, same thing. It's a huge time skip, but also an origin point, and it's really important. So
Terry's like, I think
oops.
Terry's 15 in this, and he's 27, I think 26, 27. I have to look. But in chapter 1. So
There we go.
He's a grown ass man.
Yeah, I remember that from Game of Thrones, but it did fill out the world, and yeah, same thing. Like the White Walker thing and everything that happens with the Night Watch is set up there so that when we get into the more I get mundane, quote unquote, court drama, fantasy court drama, we have this thing in the back of our head saying that this isn't normal. Like what is it about this event that connects here? And that's what a good prologue should do.
Yeah. Well, now I can't type anything.
Clearly. She's she left. My baby left.
Mine's like, I got up, and because I got out of my chair, she noticed that I existed again, and thus we must have snuggles.
Yeah.
Snuggle time is required.
The most well-known prologue example is Bruce Wayne, and Parents in the Crime Alley. Yeah, that's a good prologue. Now that I'm thinking about it, a few of my books have prologues with, like Creation and Prophecy. Yeah, same thing with that. It's something that affects, but later on, is an origin point. The Little Supernatural Story shows the old life of the MC, and then a sharp dive into the new life. Yes.
The Vampire Diaries does a lot of flashbacks.
Yeah,
as a TV show version. But
yeah,
it's more
but
like the way they show them is always at the beginning of the episode. So is it a prologue to the episode?
No.
prologues.
And I
Is
no.
not that's what you missed on Glee? Is that a prologue?
No, that's a catch up. That's a
is
summary.
that not what the
It's-
prologue is doing?
No.
Showing you something that you needed to know?
No. No. Because it's not the prologue cannot be something that you've seen before.
Gotcha. Okay. I just like arguing with you.
Flashbacks, having arrow flashbacks. Yeah.
Arrow also has a lot of flashbacks. Like throughout every episode, Arrow had a lot of flashbacks. I'm rewatching the Vampire Diaries, that's why I brought that one up.
I don't remember the Vampire Diaries because apparently I'm watching
The originals.
the originals, which is a superior show.
I don't disagree. But I have watched the originals probably like 11 or 12 times
Okay.
now. So I'm rewatching the Vampire Diaries before I rewatch that, and then I think I'm going to watch the originals in French just to try to pick up some more of the language.
Interesting.
Because that one I know backwards and forwards. The Vampire Diaries, not so much. So I'm going to finish watching it in English. NASA is like purring so much, like my hand is shaking a little bit. She's purring so much. She's very
She loves
happy.
mama.
She does love her mama. I'm her entire world.
Mm-hmm.
And now I work from home, so I literally never leave.
Yeah.
I actually was complaining to Yumi today that I was going to have to leave my apartment tomorrow to get
Coffee creamer.
coffee creamer.
Love Vampire Diaries and the originals. Yeah.
Oh, it's good
I
stuff.
mean, it
Dramatic as
wasn't-
fuck.
It was an era.
Look, I sign all of my letters to my niece, always and forever. And she's 2. She's not going to know what that is. When she's like much older and nobody even talks about the Vampire Diaries anymore, I will buy the originals on like Blu-ray or whatever the fuck else is on it, and I will send it to her. I'll be like, you need to watch this. And then she'll be like, oh, it's always and forever. And I'll be like, yeah, I know. This was my shit. So
Originals was a source I used for a major project. You know, I love that so much.
the original's so good. It's so good.
Never watched Vampire Diaries or even Twilight for
Fuck
that matter.
Twilight.
My
Go
version was
watch the Vampire
Night.
Diaries.
No,
Go
no, no, no,
watch
no, no,
the
no,
Vampire
no, no,
Diaries.
no.
Look,
But
Captain, you and I, we are the same, right? Right. We're the same person in a different font. So like watch the Vampire Diaries and then watch the originals. If you get to a point in the Vampire Diaries where you're like, I can't watch this anymore, go watch the originals. You'll come back to the Vampire Diaries eventually, but like ignore everything that Yumi is saying. Ignore everything she's saying. You are not like Yumi. You are from my cloth. You are from my kind. Okay? Fucking Taurus ass bullshit. It's all you're sticking together. I know, but like you and I.
love the originals. Girlfriend love the series. Have you watched the new show? It's like, oh, is it the
Legacies.
Yeah,
I started
couldn't-
watching Legacies, and Legacies I didn't like. I thought that it was worse than the Vampire Diaries. And then the Vampire Diaries is not a great show. It's addicting, but like I just didn't care. I'm gonna try watching it again after I finish my rewatch of the Vampire Diaries and the originals, but we'll see.
Same person, different font.
Yeah.
Seen Vampire Night. Kiryu Zero.
I watched a little bit of Vampire Night in college. I don't really watch anime anymore.
Legacies, I've not watched it, yeah. I actually I feel like I need to like re-up my anime cred and start watching it again because kind of miss it. Oh,
I saw on TikTok, I saw this scene where Klaus is talking to Hope and his kid or whatever. And because of that, I want to Okay, let's be real. The real reason that I ended up stop watching Legacies is because the main love interest's name is Landon, which is my little brother's name. And I find that incredibly cringy, and I cannot I cannot. They're like saying his name and all these like romantic things. I'm like, that is disgusting. I cannot watch this.
Well then.
But yeah, watch the Vampire Diaries, Captain. And as you do, I know that you are like not into like making like video content or whatever, but I would love a Twitter thread of you live watching the Vampire Diaries.
Oh my god.
That would be amazing.
Haven't seen Legacies. Nope. I want to rewatch all.
That's what I'm
That-
doing. That's what I'm doing. It's a good time. I'm having a great time because I'm not
Vampire-
expecting much from it. Not
I
expecting
watched
much.
Vampire Hunter D when I was like a freshman or sophomore in college. It's been a long time. It's beautiful. Twitter reactions, yes.
Yeah, like do a live tweet of you watching the Vampire Diaries, and so you just like write like episode 1, and then be like, here's what happened. Like episode 1, why does this guy have hero hair? Like, you know,
Yeah.
oh, come on, Captain, top of the list. You should also watch Peaky Blinders because Yumi's fucking obsessed with
Yes.
it.
Yes. Okay.
I can't watch it, so Yumi has feelings about the last season, which she can't tell you because it's spoilers.
They canceled the show, and they canceled the show, but they were like, "Hey, we might get a film deal." So, you know, a full-length feature film featuring all your great characters, and then they might do a spin-off show with all of your same characters. I'm like, why? Why didn't you just continue it? Why did you have to leave it like that? I was so ready. Yes. Yeah. And actually, so I understand why that last season and COVID hit while they were filming and they couldn't do it, and then God, Helen, I can never remember her last name, but she's one of the main characters and she passed away very suddenly of I think it was cancer. So
Teen Wolf is another one that you should watch and live tweet, Captain. There's a whole season where one of the actors, who is the one actor carrying the entire show, he gets hurt and he's filming
Maze Runner.
Yeah. So he can't really be there for a lot of the filming. So they designed an entire plot about him missing, and it is the worst season.
I literally stopped. I could not read it.
Watch it.
Read it. Watch it. That one.
I got Yumi to watch that show, and by telling her that, I'm like, it's terrible. I love it. You should watch it. You want a dumb show to watch and be like stupidly invested in this one particular character who's carrying the entire show?
I watched Teen Wolf because the word wolf.
Exactly. Right. They're coming out with a movie, Sasha. However, Styles is not in it.
Yeah,
and
so
thus
no.
I will not be watching it. Like, I do not care. I care about no one but Styles and Lydia. And without Styles, what is Lydia?
Teen Wolf 2, the Teen Wolf remake. Styles is everything, but also Holland Rodden. Okay, Rodden.
She's Lydia. The Teen Wolf movie and Teen Wolf 2 is fine, but the Teen Wolf movie has Michael J. Fox in it, who I adore. So, is it cheesy and stupid in 80s? Yes, it is. It's great though. It's a great time. He like fucking like surfs on top of a fucking van. It's a great time. If he's not in that, then what is the point? He's not in it. Yeah, exactly. Like, what is the point? But he's like done with the Teen Wolf franchise.
You know what really really bothered me was that when they announced that it was going to be there was a Teen Wolf movie coming, they showed the Jeep. They showed his Jeep.
Yep. But no Styles. My favorite. Go ahead.
I was saying, no, this comment is he's a good Superman because I've
he's
seen
a really good actor. Derek is a terrible character. One of my favorite, not like of the actor things, Tyler Posey, who played the main boy, Scott. He had no idea that his character was Hispanic. what's the mother's maiden name? Um,
I don't. It was something that
hold
was
on.
very clearly.
Delgado. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like someone said something and
I
then
mean,
Tyler Posey
so
is like, he's Hispanic, and the
Delgado.
writer went, his last name's Delgado. And he
I
was like, oh
mean,
fuck.
Delgado could be other things. Like half of the Delgados that I know were Filipino.
Yes, but he wasn't a white boy.
No.
He's not a white boy. He thought he was a white boy.
Yeah, he's not.
And the writer literally went, his last name's Delgado.
Dylan
Dude.
O'Brien was fun in Love and Monsters. Ooh, I've not seen that.
I haven't either. He's funny. He's a really good actor. Nagitsune Styles is my favorite.
No, and no. Mostly because I just don't want it. But
Yeah, I don't really care.
also, you can't pull me away from that really terrible first Interview with the Vampire.
Okay,
the
first of all,
Tom
fuck
Cruise
you.
and-
I love that movie.
Oh no, absolutely. That was a comfort movie for me for many years. But there are things.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with that. Also, what's her name? Who played the little girl?
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst. Yeah, she also
Yes.
played Amy, I believe, in the Winona Ryder version of Little Women, which is the superior Little Women. And yeah, but also the author of the Interview with the Vampire series or whatever, like
Yeah.
was so like adamantly against fan fiction and stuff that I just don't like, okay, like you don't want your fans to actually, I know she's dead. Good. The world deserves to not have her. Like if you're not going to let your fans express their love of your content, of your creation, if you're putting your content and your art on such a high pedestal that it can't even be altered or touched in some way, or it being the inspiration for other things, then you are a fucking douche.
I was gonna say, you know what? That is honestly the least of her offenses.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
she was not a completely terrible human being, but she was a pretty awful human being.
Yeah. So I just don't want to give her content. Like there's so many more shows and books that I can put my time and money and effort into. That isn't shitty people who've recently
honestly,
died.
okay, here's the thing. She did not want those movies to be made. She didn't like them. So you know what?
That a lot.
Watching
Yeah.
them.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Look, I got other shit to read. I got a lot of shit to read.
I think I watched Interview with the Vampire when I was 7.
Oh, it's real old. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
old.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
really young when that movie came out.
It was an early 90s movie, I think. Late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, not all books need to be a movie or a TV show.
1994. I was 3.
I was 4. I guess I love all vampire things that I've seen so far. I mean,
It's coming back, and like I'm slowly getting out of the vampire burnout that happened in the 2000s. But we'll see, I guess.
Okay. But this, I want it. I need it. Yes.
I have never consumed anything Neil Gaiman. Ever. I have Neverwhere because it's one of your favorites, but
Yeah, but you're not gonna enjoy Neverwhere.
you told me to keep it. I was gonna get rid of
Yes.
it, and you yelled at me.
No. I want you to keep it. But the puns of the London Underground, you are not gonna understand.
Oh, fair, probably, yeah.
Because the whole thing is a underground pun. It really is.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Neil Gaiman is a god.
I haven't, to be fair, I also haven't read anything Victoria Schwab, who loves him and is Yumi's favorite author. And I have a signed copy of one of her books. I had a signed copy of one of her books before Yumi had a signed copy of one of her books. And I haven't read a single thing that she's written.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I really enjoyed Buffy, but I think I got burnt out from it in college. I watched it a lot. Also, season 1's cinematography is terrible. But on the topic of reading books that are faves of your friends, I do not want Yumi reading Peter Pan.
You say.
I know. Because do I have blinders on with that book? Yes and no. I'm aware. You'll hand it all the issues to me on a silver platter, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about it right now. I know them, and I'll make a video about them, but right now, I'm not ready. It's my favorite story. The book is meh.
Wait, he was in a Lucifer special? I know that he was in Big Bang Theory.
I didn't know he was in Lucifer. I started watching Lucifer and then gave up on it.
I don't care if Neil Gaiman. Vampire. So I'm writing Vampire Murder Mystery book. Yes.
I will
Buffy's
put
great. Movie.
I organized books on my shelf by annotation and like what I'm annotating them for, and Neverwhere is one I'm reading as a writer, less of a just for funsies one, because I have a lot that I'm just annotating for funsies, because my goal is to have 80%, if not all, of my books annotated so that when I die, they can go to my niece, and my niece will have all these books annotated by her aunt. So
he was the voice of God in the two specials.
well, you know, the literal God then.
He has a really nice voice. He really does.
You know who else has a nice voice? Carmel Brown.
Who?
Who's one of the Queer Eye guys.
Oh, right. You said that before, and I don't know why.
I did. Because you have a shit memory.
I do have a shit memory.
That's why. I come up with all kinds of like headcanons for Yumi stuff. Fucking constantly.
I'm just like,
and she's like,
it's a lot. Okay.
She has like 2 folders in her phone of just screenshots of my
Two?
shit that I send her.
2?
Do you have 2? I thought you had 2.
I have more than that.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I have one specifically for Arian Able. I have one for families. I have one for random headcanons, and then I have one for Regency. At least those. Probably another random one because I filled the first one. Did you know that there is a limit to how many? Do you know that there is a limit to how many screenshots you can keep in a folder?
No.
Yeah, I reached that limit.
Look, it's been 3 years of me giving you headcanons, and I'm an idea wizard. If any of you need have plot issues, you're having a hard time coming up with stuff, I'm your girl. I'm good at that. I'm real good at that. I'm looking at all my books, and I'm like, I have an entire shelf dedicated to Peter Pan.
Yes.
Actually, it's above my shelf because it wouldn't fit on one shelf.
Well, you know.
There's a lot of Peter Pan retellings, okay? I don't even have like even a fraction of them. And a new one just came out. It's about Michael and Hook, and I'm like, I need it. It's like $28 right now for a hardcover copy.
Well, you know, it's that supply chain, paper shortage, everything.
I know. Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman or Victoria Schwab? Which do I read first?
You read V.E. Schwab first.
Why? You can't just stop there. We're in a live show. You got to express your
No, okay, so here's the thing. You read V.E. Schwab first because I think that first off, you're going to like her writing a lot more. But second off, she's... Neil Gaiman has... I'm not saying that he's bad. I'm saying that it's not going to float your specific boat immediately. And
Sasha, what would you suggest I start with him?
That's hard.
I mean, I have Neverwhere, but I have a library and a Scribd account, so.
Because here's the thing is that I would love for you to read American Gods. American Gods is a divisive book. I would love you to read Ocean at the End of the Lane. That is childhood trauma in a beautiful, beautiful package. And it's a novella, so it's really short. I would love for you to read Neverwhere because I really enjoyed that. But you need to understand the London Underground.
Yeah, I don't. I'll watch a video on it before I read the book.
Well, here's the thing is that you just kind of need a map. You just need a map. And then you're going to be like, oh, Seven Sisters. Is that a thing? And you're going to find that the Seven Sisters is right there. And you're going to be like, why? Because it's the London Underground. Coraline and Graveyard Book are children's books. They're both really good. But are you here for Dollbones level of creepy? Actually, even more creepy.
Never read
than,
Dollbones, babe.
Oh, it's Holly Black.
I know.
But it's a
owned it. I
middle
didn't
grade
read it, though.
horror. Graveyard Book, I haven't read, but it's also very good, but it's also kind of thing. Stardust is terrible. Do not.
Yeah, I didn't like the movie either.
So it started out as a comic book that got turned into a novel that got turned into a movie. Everyone swears by the comic book and hates the other two.
Interesting.
So if you want to read a comic book, which I know you don't want to,
I don't like
Sandman is
comics.
also a series of comic books. I would love for you to read them, but they're the comic books and you don't like them.
Well, I don't want to I'm not going to reread a comic book and
no.
spend.
Did you read Good Omens with us?
No.
Okay, good. And that's another thing is that Good Omens is really good. Good Omens is also co-written by Terry Pratchett, so you're not getting the full Neil Gaiman experience.
You're so much more passionate about this than I.
This is why I said Victoria Schwab.
We should do a thing where we give each other a list of 5 to 10 books that we want the other one to read.
Mm-hmm.
Either for I think that you'll enjoy this, or I loved it and I need you to read it so I can have someone else talk about it.
Yes.
And then see if we can do that. We should do that. Peter Pan will not be on my list.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the problem is that it's just going to be easier for you to enjoy. Yes, actually, I'm annotating, not fast at all, but I'm annotating a copy of Vicious for her.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that before I read Vicious, so that I can read it like I'm reading it with Yumi.
I'm so fucking excited. You have no idea.
I love annotating books, and then I'm going to be annotating The Night Circus for Diana from Paperback Jedi.
Mhm.
I have a paperback version for her, and then I have my physical copy because I know that I'm probably going to like that, so I'm going to want to keep a copy for myself. But I'm getting a little sleepy.
Okay. We're just at 2 hours. Do you want to do one more, or do you want to? Are we done?
I think it's up to you. I'll leave it up to
Okay.
you.
Well, I have only 5 more minutes of
Flip,
this.
do you want to do one more and then try to get
Yeah,
your 5 minutes
yeah,
in?
let's do that if that's okay.
That's fine.
All
I'll make
right.
some Canva art.
Okay. Let's just repeat this one because it was fine. I don't want to go looking for another one. You know, I used to feel that way, and then I had 5 copies of the same book, and it wasn't even a particularly rare book, and then I don't mind it anymore. It really depends book to book.
The only books I will not write in are signed copies. It's a book. There will be other versions of those books. There will be different copies of those books. Oh, I lied. There's one more that I will not write in, and that is my original printing of Peter Pan. Obviously, I'm not writing in that one. That one's an antique, so I will get a different version to write in. But as far as new books that come out, like the Truly Devious series, there's no reason I can't annotate those. None at all. None whatsoever. But
yeah, I will. That's the
they're
thing.
your books.
If they are your books, but I'm.
Do you decorate your computer? Do you decorate your notebooks?
Vicious is going to have other printings because it's a very popular book, and it already has gone through multiple printings. It already has gone through multiple different covers. I will never in a million years annotate my my Flesh and Fire series, the Weight of Stone, any of those, because they went through one printing and were never reprinted.
Right,
I can't find copies. So
You can't
yeah.
find copies of that, so that's different. So like
Yeah.
if you're like, most of the books on my shelves are in a multiple print thing.
hmm
Like
Yeah.
so why, like, the only books that I maybe are not are books that I got at like antique stores or thrift stores or like Goodwill or some shit.
Mhm.
But they're mine, and when you die, you'll have a book collection, and then what is the people will be like, oh, they read those books, that's nice. No one's gonna know what you thought about them. Like, unless you made a YouTube video about it, in which case they may not like go to find it, but someone who you care about or someone else could take that book and open it and look at it and be like, oh shit, look at that. Or imagine getting a copy of a book from an author that you enjoy that's annotated by an author that you love. If I become a famous author, I'll have a whole fucking library of that. Auction that shit off. You gotta think ahead, man.
Uh-huh.
Manifest.
Oh my god.
All
right.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do 25 and then we will end the stream. All right.
I'm only one step. Only one step ahead of heartbreak, one step ahead of misery. One step is all I have to take. Backwards to be the same old fool for you I used to be. I'm only only
初めて見かけた時捕まったみたいあなたのバイブレーション断りもなく忍び込んでくる
And there we are.
Did you finish?
I'm on my final rewatch to go through everything, but yes, I'm
Yay.
trying to make it under 10 minutes. I'm at 10:46.
I think that's fine.
No, I just if I make it under 10 minutes, that means that I can also upload it to TikTok.
Ah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So, how did everyone else do?
I went through my book wish list on Amazon and listed off what was research and what was Peter Pan and what was Dark Academia and what was Necromancers.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you, Sasha. Oh, I have not seen a 10-minute. I don't think I've seen a 10-minute video.
It's probably because you haven't watched like any that were 10 minutes. You probably scrolled by. So
Maybe.
the algorithm's just not giving it to you.
Maybe. One video edited, 2 more to go.
I remember editing
Excellent.
videos.
Yep. Jess
when I
has
did that.
162 words of cuddles, and Elias' mom romantically talking about her wife. We love that.
Yay!
Love it. Thinking of new Twitter ideas. I will run out of ideas. Will I run out of ideas? Who knows? No.
No, you won't
You
because
have
I'm here.
Cheyenne. Yes.
Literally, both of us were like, no, you don't worry about it.
Read 20 pages of The Unspoken Name. Excellent. So, I guess that
That's
is
it for us.
all.
I'm real tired.
Yes, you should probably go take a nap. No nap?
No nap. No nap. I just think I just need to not look at my screen.
Screens.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine. All right. We will see you in another 2 weeks. And yeah, enjoy everything. Welcome to August. Love and hugs. Yes. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.